Hello, hello, hello. Praise Jesus. His sacrifice and his grace. The star of my life for sure. Absolutely. It's a great day today. I mean, I have felt probably a little bit run down, I don't know, the last few weeks or so, but I'm really feeling good today. Didn't sleep well last night, but had some good meditation time, some good meditating on the word, trying to really work on and develop my spirit. But it's like no matter what, right? We can talk about like many days in a row, right? Probably, I don't know, like a year now. I've been doing this 2 times a day for a year, but I've been online for like 5 years probably. Some of you know me that long. AJMs know me that long. And I always get like, either a troll or somebody that used to come here or whatever, always mad at me for some reason. And it's like, well, if you can tell me what it is that I've done wrong to you, right? And like come up here and talk to me about it. Well, then, I'm one of those people that's willing to work on that. I'm one of those people that's willing to admit that maybe my behavior isn't the best ever, right? Maybe there is room to work on that. But, it seems like there's a lot of accusations that come out about, people being fake or whatever, right? Well, I'll tell you what, anybody that thinks that I'm fake can challenge me anytime they want about that. Because a lot of people that know me a long time, and I never asked nobody for nothing. And I'm just trying to spread the news, right, of an answer that gives us hope. And if people are scared of that, well, oh well. If you want to keep being poisoned by the world and whatever and think you could win it back, well, good luck with that fantasy. It's not real. This place isn't for you. But don't ever question the fact that how much I love you guys. Whether you think that's real or not, it is to me. And anybody who thinks that's fake on the show or in between shows or how many days in a row does it have to be fake for free? It's ridiculous, man. I've never done anything wrong to anybody. And even when I've come close to that or unintentionally done something, I've always apologized for it and owned up to it. Anyway, who cares about me? It's all about God. That's what really matters. I'm going to welcome Tom onto the show. Now, everybody has bad days, man. We're all messed up. We all have, the world is crazy. We all have personal crap going on, and everybody has bad days. And so, it is what it is, I mean, I can't tap dance over everything all the time. So people are either going to be committed to being here and I don't know. I feel close to all of you guys in a real way. So if you want that, then show up. If you don't, then don't. That's it. Hello, Tom. Welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
Hey, ho, bro. How was it?
I don't know, man. It bothers me, man. Like the world is messed up, man. That's not my fault.
Right,
Right.
right,
And there's an answer to that, right? There's an answer to that in the Bible. I didn't write that either, right? So
right.
I mean, all I can do is say, hey, look, man, the world is messed up. Look, there all these little things, mistakes, and ways to find out that things are a little bit evil, right? A lot evil. And here's a book that seems to be right on track about fixing it. And so this is the answer to that. Now, it's, if you want that, then come here and we'll learn about it together. If you don't want that, then I don't know what to do, man.
And that's what happens when we and hang out together. That's exactly what happens, you know. I mean, you go look at what happened to Solomon, right? He started building all these temples to all those wives and all that stuff, and look what ended up happening to the world because of it. It's the same thing, no matter how small or how big your group is. Once you have tares among the wheat, you know, little leaven leavens the whole lump. And that's
Yeah,
biblical. That's not me. That's God.
yeah. It's hard because like I want like it's like in a way it's not really a ministry as much as it's a mission, right? And so I want to leave that door open to people that aren't there yet, right? They don't see the Bible quite like we do, right? And I get it. It's scary, right, to commit to something that you don't really understand at first, right? But it's getting to the point where having that door open is costing us, you know. And it's like, but I know what my job is, right? I know I got to leave it open, but I keep making it tighter and tighter and tighter. First we have, 130 people coming to every show, and then it's 60 people coming to every show. Now it's 40 people coming to every show. We just keep tightening it up and tightening it up, and it's still, I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know what to do, man.
Well, it's the same thing that happened when they were coming out of Egypt, going into the promised land. That number started off probably over 1 million people. 1 million people didn't go into the promised land.
No way, man.
God just kept getting rid of the bad seed, getting rid of the bad seed, getting rid of the bad seed. You know, that's the harvesting, you know.
And the sad part is it's like it's really not even like it's not made difficult in the way that it's not really about how good or how bad you've been, right? It's about how willing you are to go with the program. And so, like, whoever wants to just stop what they're doing right now and start their life over, right? I mean, be brand new again, and go along with what reality really is. I mean, this is just what's real. If there is no other option, it's either you accept what's reality, or at the very least, you get poof, right? And that's your best option. The worst case scenario is eternal conscious torment. So I don't know what to say to people. I can't disprove that. Do I feel like that's real? I don't feel like it's right in my heart, but I know there's punishment for sure, and that's all I'll say is, why roll the dice when you could just accept reality? I didn't write it, don't blame me for it. I mean, anybody could read it for themselves,
Right.
I would feel sad for anybody that would come to me for any kind of answers, right? I'll show you where I read it, and maybe you can make sense of it, that's the best I can do at this point, and provide what I think is real love and real friendship to people. I can't believe I got called fake today, man. Like I have this fake persona, you know. I
Right.
don't know, man. That's crazy to me, man.
People are too slothful and don't want to go look for themselves or see for themselves, or they're not knowing it's their own pride and own ego that's stopping them from searching the truth. You know, just getting on your knees and giving yourself to God. I mean, everybody says they do, but have you really given you to God? I mean, that includes that
Mhm.
pride, that ego, that thing that sets you off, that shouldn't, biblically shouldn't set you off. That's the flesh, that's ego, that's pride. You know, and if you don't
Yeah,
rid that from your life, you're just going to be miserable all the time, never going to be happy. You're never going to make others happy. You're always ready to make a crappy comment to somebody. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, and that's how God said it's going to be, especially in the last times. Hey, Shula, Mike, good to see you.
yeah. It's good to see all of you guys. So let me say hi to everybody. I think I saw Teresa was here, and Sheila was here, and AJM is here, and I'm glad to see all of you. Deb's here. I mean, and I'd be glad to see anybody. I mean, look, here's the thing, right? Even if there is some contention right now, when I say, hey, look, there might be an issue, and let's work it out. I mean, like, work it out to the point to where there's still love. between us, right? Like I don't there is nobody that I can't forgive, or there isn't anybody that I wouldn't want to at least try to be able to exist with, right? If it's reasonable, right? You know what I mean? Like I'm one of those people that will change, and will accept, like, okay, well, yeah, maybe there's something I'm doing that's okay, it's rubbing people the wrong way. I'll just say that a different way or whatever, And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but for everyone wants to be so final with everything, everybody wants to quit, and it's like, come on, man.
Right. And, it's a race to the finish line, right? I mean, that means you don't stop at the 50-yard line. You got to
Yeah.
get to the finish line. And it's getting harder and harder for people to do it. I mean, I kind of understand why. But as a Christian, this is your time to actually strengthen your relationship with God, strengthen your walk, run that race, stay the course. I mean, God doesn't want quitters.
No, and I'm willing to have anybody on here, especially if they're a regular group member, of course, man. Everyone's got a green light to come on here and talk about what's going on, especially if there's issues, and I wouldn't be angry about that. I only get mad, like I don't even get mad, right? I'm not even mad right now. I'm hurt a little bit that I know that I'm nice, right? In a way that is not normal sometimes, right? And it's a little creepy. I get it, man. And it doesn't seem like it's real, but it is. That's how I am,
Right.
And so I get it that that it has that feeling of like, man, there's no way that this guy's like that all the time, you
See, what
know?
people can't separate too is, you know, a person who's really walking close with God will still sin every day. We can't judge a
Yeah.
person. I mean, I swear sometimes I get upset sometimes. I'm nowhere near perfect. I'm a wretched sinner, just like everybody whose names are mentioned and not mentioned in that Bible. So we're so easy to point the finger like, well, he's supposed to be a Christian and he swore. Yeah, I guarantee you Moses swore. I guarantee you Noah swore. I
Yeah.
mean, they all sinned, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you look
Well,
at what God gave Solomon.
one thing I like to go back to in the Bible, right, when they talk about, perfect Christians, right? Here Abraham, spoke with God, one on one, right? Had God right there promising him, you're going to be the father of all these nations and people and all this stuff, right? And the very first time he goes into Babylon, right? He lies to the king. Oh, my wife is my sister, like no
Which she
faith at
was,
all.
though.
Right. But the first thing he does is have no faith, right?
Right.
There'll be faith,
Exactly.
right? And
Very well
so,
said.
right, and so anybody has issues. And I'm not saying I'm better than Abraham.
No, no, no.
Trust me,
I,
I'd
I
be
know
scared
exactly
too,
what you're
man.
saying.
I'd be scared too, rolling into Babylon with me and my wife, right? Especially being 100 years old. That's just a microcosm of what we are. We're just people, man. And God's not putting a template on us like for like, okay, this is the way you have to be to make it. It's listen, there's a way out of here. He fixed it for us, but we got to try to be in this, in this template to get along with other people and to attract them over to the kingdom, right? We want them to join us. We don't want them to hate us, but they're
Right.
gonna hate us.
Right.
It's
Right.
such a
I
weird
mean, and the
world,
whole
man.
point behind that is everybody is a sinner, right? Everybody sins. Everybody falls short of the glory of God. Period. I don't care who you are. And people just got to learn to start accepting that and start seeing people for what's really on the inside and who they really are inside, and quit judging people every time you hear someone make a mistake or slip up. Go
Yeah,
to them and comfort them and pray for them, because obviously the person is hurting somehow. So
and
why don't we start
sometimes,
praying for people, you
yeah,
know, who are having a difficult time, instead of jumping on the bandwagon and kicking them while they're down,
that's
because
right.
that's what the world loves to do.
And and really, for as tight a group as we are, and as much as we see each other, we really don't know what each other's going through on a daily basis as much as we should, you know. Some people are dealing with, you know, job problems, some people are dealing with marriage problems, some people are dealing with you know, housing problems, you know, right? And these things are stressful, right? And then you come here and maybe you have a bad day. You don't want to be held accountable for that forever. You know, you want to be able to
Right.
live that down and forget it. Say, okay, look, chalk it up to a bad day. I'm sorry about that, whatever, and then roll. You know, roll to the next thing. You know,
It's like this. No one knows what's going on behind your neighbor's door. Period. You don't know what
yeah,
they're facing, the troubles, the trials, the tribulations, nothing. I mean, that's why we need to be there for each other and just be in prayer. Because obviously, anyone who's been a regular on this show, if they're not around, if they're having, seem to be off or whatever, don't worry about it. Go pray for them because they need your
pray for them.
prayers.
Pray for them. Especially if you like, especially if somebody gets on your nerves, pray for them because there could be something wrong with you. You know,
Absolutely.
that's one thing that I've always overlooked until these last 5 years is that when I used to get irritated by certain people, I'd be like, oh man, that person just irritated me. I can't wait for them to say something messed up, you know? And here I am, like, you know, waiting on them to, to say something so I could jump on them, right? When in reality, though, I'm the one with the problem, you know? I'm the one that doesn't like something, that can't deal with something, that has no patience, right? That person's problem shouldn't even be my problem, you know?
No,
And
go in a closet and start praying for them because there's something in their life that you know, it's which is none of our business what it is. But all we have to
yeah,
know is they need prayer.
that's right.
Whatever their issue may be is between them and God. Let God handle it. You go do your job and just pray for these people, and God will take care of the rest.
I mean, Jesus was on the cross talking about, forgive them for they know not what they do. I mean, the people that were torturing him,
Right. Yep.
he was asking for their forgiveness,
Think
while he
about
was
that.
suffering. Yeah, I mean, I know that probably none of us could be like that, but I want to be like that.
Right.
I
Right.
want to be able to say, hey, look, someone's putting me through a hard time or trolling me or whatever, and you know what? God bless them. I hope that they end up, with everything they need for, to get to where they need to get.
Right. Because they're hurting,
They're hurting, man.
like everybody is.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's going through something, right? I mean, I don't know anybody that's not. I mean, not one
Yeah.
person do I know that's not going through something extremely difficult in life.
Yeah, and it's just like Stephanie was saying the other day, she said her own husband thought that she was fake, and she had to prove certain things, right, over a period of time, right, and like I respect that, because I go through that, right, like I can relate to that, because like it was a big so I already loved Jesus to begin with, right? But then when this flat Earth thing happened, and it was like I knew God was real. There's no doubt in my mind, right? Uh, my life changed. Like I was a different person in one day, And yeah, I mean, I get it that it doesn't seem real, man. But I feel like I won the lottery, man. Like
Right.
that's how it felt in my heart. I feel like I won the lottery, and we get to cash that in and go somewhere else that's better, you
Much
know,
better too.
much better. You
Yeah. I mean,
know,
yeah, absolutely.
I would rather fit somewhere than chill somewhere, you know, because I would want to be exactly what I'm made to do, be put right in the spot where I need to be. That
Right.
would feel better to me than any kind of like vacation or chilling or any of that, right? I can't wait till I'm able to do what I'm supposed to do for God, without
Right.
being tired or achy or unmotivated or, sick, right? Those are the only things that hold me back of doing anything.
Yeah, because we won't be having any bad days then.
No, man, we'll be able to roll. I'll be like, hey, Tom, you want to roll? Yep. Let's roll,
Right.
man. You don't got to get ready, nothing. You're all glorified and everything's cool, right? Your hair's combed, right? You don't got to worry about nothing, man. You're clean.
All,
Oh
all
man, I
suave
can't
and
wait.
everything. You know what I mean?
I can't wait, man. I can't
And
wait
that's
to
where
drink
we
some
need,
of that.
and that's where the whole church needs to get to.
Yeah, man, we gotta be excited, right? That yeah, okay. It does feel like we're giving up on this life because we kind of are, man. I mean, there's nothing here, man. And to
Nothing.
think that there is something here that's delusional. Like I wouldn't be your friend if I said, "Oh yeah, well maybe we can overcome this and and win it back." I mean, that I wouldn't be a good friend if I said that to somebody. It's
Right?
delusion, man.
Because there is no coming back. There's no savior. Trump's not coming back to save this country or the world. Christ is.
That's right.
Period. I mean, there's
That's
nobody
right.
coming to get us out of this mess until Christ returns. There's no human being that's going to do it.
There's no human being, there's no animal, there's no angel, there's no nothing that could save us, man.
Hey,
It's
it's like the
Jesus and
scripture
that's
says.
it.
Yeah, if you hear he's in the desert, don't go looking for him. Okay, that's Trump. He's in the freaking desert. Stay away from him. Stay away from any of them, and all of them.
Yeah,
Putin isn't. The Pope isn't. Zelenko isn't. None of them are. It's Christ. Period. Christ is the one that's coming to take us out of here and clean this mess up. We
that's it.
created the mess. He's going to come sweep it up.
And until we can accept that, right? And here's the thing, right? Let's say you do want to hang on to, I don't know why you would, but let's say you're unsaved, you're hanging on to the world a little bit, you're scared, right? I don't see the, I don't see the, I don't see how you could lose by getting saved, accepting reality, going to God for forgiveness and getting saved. And then, if you want to try to hang on to what's around you, then okay, well then, do what you got to do. But I bet you'll have a whole new attitude about things when you can read these scriptures and spiritually discern them for what they are. You know,
Absolutely.
it says to those who are perishing, right? The cross, right? What Jesus did on the cross is foolishness, right? That means that you won't understand that that's how you're saved, right? That He dies for your sins and that's how you're saved, right? That the idea is foolishness to you if you're perishing, but to those who are saved, that is the power of God.
Absolutely. And there's nothing in
That is
this
the
world,
power of
world
God.
worth hanging on to miss the chance out on that. Nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing more powerful than that. That's when He won the world, man. And I want everyone to see that
Right.
instead of not getting it and then looking at us like, oh, these Christians, where they think some guy died for them, so they could do whatever they want. I don't think I could do whatever I want. I think I got to be more accountable,
Absolutely.
because I
Absolutely.
want to try to get you to come here too.
Anybody
I
out
mean,
preaching the world is held at a higher standard, biblical.
yeah, I
Period.
think so. I think so.
I
Because we
know
do
so.
get judged. Because we do get judged extra harshly by people that are lost. What the mainstream thinks a Christian is and what a Christian really is way off.
It should be.
You know,
It should
no,
be.
but you know what I mean. No,
Yes, I do.
like what their idea of what we should be and what we really are is way off.
Right.
Their judgment of us is skewed so bad, right? That it's not even close. Like you would think if there was people watching us and how we act every day, that they would see the reality of what we really feel, you know,
And
that
if
we're more
Christians would
forgiving
actually
to
start
them.
walking the walk like they talk the talk, then the world would see that difference. But not all Christians are doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
but
see,
that's
when
how
I
we
put
need
up,
to be, right? Someone should, within 2 minutes of being around you, should know you're different than they are if they're not saved. They
yeah,
should know that. And if you're not presenting that, if you don't have the aura about you like that, you better go into that closet and get on your knees and take a deep look at yourself.
yeah, yeah, because if you're assimilating with the world, that's not a good sign at all.
No, because how often do we get around worldly people and all of a sudden we start acting like them, talking like them, right?
Well, I remember when after my divorce, right, I had a real bad bout with addiction, right, and when I got out of rehab, right, I was like, I'm gonna go to the streets, and I'm gonna like help people get off of drugs, show them how good I'm doing, and and the guy, the counselor was like, yeah, you're gonna go try to get them sober before they get you high, man. And it ain't gonna work, man. You don't want to assimilate with them. You want to separate yourself from that if you're different, right? If you're not sick anymore, you don't hang out on the streets, you know.
Right.
And that's the same thing if you're a Christian, right? If you have been saved, right, you don't hang out in the world anymore the same way, you know. We're in the world and we have to operate in the world, but we're not we're not part of this, right?
We're
We're
not
not
of
of
the
it.
right. We're in it, but not of it.
It's insane, man.
It is.
It's absolutely insane that I mean, now they're talking about now. I went over to Arwen to ask a question about that snake venom, right? Because I wanted to know what he thinks of it, right? Now he seems to think that it's horse crap, right? He
It,
didn't not in those exact words, but he says that there's probably more snake venom in horse crap than in the water. But he says that he thinks that it could be used in the toxinations. That's a
right.
possibility. But I don't know, man. All I know is they're finding new ways to poison us every day.
Right. Right. I mean, and they maybe if it's in the water, it can do nothing to you. If it's in the other thing, it can make you sick. Yes, but I
Yeah.
think I agree with Arwen on it. It's just from I watched some doctors go through this, um, and go through the studies and the research. Not that they're just giving their opinion; they're actually showing you some scientific facts on this stuff, and it is pretty much garbage. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to agree with Arwen on that one.
And I mean, I do give him credit for knowing about like different types of I don't know how he's able to talk about medical stuff and we can't, but anyway, I won't hate on him though, but he does know a lot about that alternative health and all that kind of stuff. And so, where else do we go to learn about that stuff, man? There's like, I want to learn more about that German new medicine or whatever, but it's so complicated, man. Like, I want to learn more about that, but there's all these different modalities for medical modalities, right? That are different than what we have here. I forget now what it's called now. I forget what it's called now. The kind of medical we have. But anyway, but
Crappy,
there's yeah. Say that again.
crappy,
No, 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 something opathic or something. I forget what it's called.
homeopathic.
No, not that one, but that's another one. But there's so many different medical modalities, right? That like we're not allowed to focus on. We're only allowed to focus on um,
Pharmaceutical.
yeah, this type of witchcraft is what I think it is.
Pharmakia is witchcraft. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if
That's the
you
snake poison right there.
right now, if you've seen these guys, right, wearing witches hats and have brooms and crap, you would think that they were witches, man, handing you, oh, here, try this lotus root, try this Vicodin,
Right.
and you're like, okay, whatever you made, and I don't know, man. I know I'm going off into the weeds here, but if these people weren't in business suits, you wouldn't think that they were any different than any other occultist, right? They got the snake on their little thing on their pin, Everyone's got the snake on their. Why? You
Well, here's the
know,
thing. You bring up a good point. Why do you think they put a white lab coat on these idiots when they put them in front of a TV camera?
allopathic. That's what it was.
It
Sorry.
makes them look professional, makes them look legit, right? I
Yep.
mean, I can go down to a Goodwill and go get me a white lab coat. Yeah,
Right. 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 I know it. I know it. You're like, hey, man, I'm about to do an experiment. If you're wearing a lab coat, people are like, oh yeah, he's doing an experiment. If you're
he's smart. He got a
right.
white coat on.
Yeah, if you're just in your sweats, it's like, oh yeah, what's this guy up to? He's in his garage, It's like what? Because I don't have the coat on.
I got to
It's
see what's
crazy,
going on.
man.
Yeah, I got to see what's going on in chat here to make sure Faith isn't giving me a hard time. She's about to get banned.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
know.
I'm
I know. Hey, I'll tell you what,
that's my
man.
girl.
Hey, no, listen to this, right? Faith was over somewhere. I don't know where she was at, but one of my friends texted me that some people were talking about me, and Faith had my back, man. She had my back.
Oh yeah.
Like, yeah, she was on over there, and they were talking about me, and she had my back. I was like, wow. And even when I'm not looking, man.
Well, dude, I'll tell you what. Yeah, if anyone in this chat you want to have on your side when something's going at you, get Faith
Yeah,
the Girl in there. She won't hold no punches.
yeah. I thought that was nice, you know. But like, I mean,
Yeah, I
look,
know.
there's always gonna be trolls, man, and like, there's always like, you know, like, there's always gonna be some kind of opposition, right? And like, we got to learn how to like, you know, look, you might not like everybody in the group is the way, like, everyone might not be your type of person, but these are your people, man. Accept
Exactly.
reality. You know, you
And we
know.
should be have everybody in here should have each other's backs. I'm telling you what,
Yeah.
and the people in here know who they are, who I've been able to talk to the last several months, or just even text or whatever.
Uh-oh.
You
You
know,
you cut out.
oh, you got me back.
Yeah, you back.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying, there's a whole bunch of people in here, and they know who they are. Over the last several months, have been there for me like you can't believe. And I've never met any of these people, but I trust them to tell them personal stuff. And I'll just put this out there. I've even cried on the phone with Faith.
Yeah.
So, and I've never met her.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of sister she is, and that's the kind of brothers and sisters we need to be. And I ain't
Sometimes
ashamed to
I'm
say it. By
so,
no
so
means.
sometimes I'm a little embarrassed because I'm chasing old ladies around on the internet. Sometimes, like, especially with I don't know if she'll be mad if I say her name, but there's certain people I got to chase around, man. And but you know what? I love everybody here, man. And you know what? This is my demographic of people that just are like that come here, right? And I'm proud of that. You know, I know I always mention that I want to start reaching, you know, younger guys, only because like they're the I have two sons, right? And they're the most at risk, right? In this world, right? And so, but I'm more than happy and pleased with the people that you know who we have here. More than happy. And there's many people on here that I would talk to about a lot of things, you know.
Right. And if you have
And
something in your life that you need to get blocked out, Faith will block.
I'll
She'll be
block
on
it
your
out.
side. She'll get that. She'll block Satan from
Yeah.
getting in your way.
But
She's a
it's just amazing, man. Just amazing. This last year has been like a roller coaster, man. But I mean, really, the last 3 or 4 years, you know, because
right.
it's just a nonstop learning about this is fake, that's fake, this is messed up, that's messed up, and then you start looking at like, you know, learning more about God, and like I started getting frustrated these last couple weeks, right? Because I'm like really trying to like listen to the books over and over and over and over again, and I'm not gaining any more. I'm not learning anymore, right? And I don't know if it's because I'm forcing it or because, you know, I'm not ready for it or it's not going to be revealed to me yet. But you know, I don't know. But I've really been trying hard to like. I mean, I'm wearing myself out like with a lot of this stuff, and
Right.
I
I
don't
get
know,
it.
man.
And it's going to be wear on us and stuff. I mean, again, getting back, Kate, to keep using the same old cliche about running that race. Believe me, by the time you get to that finish line, you're exhausted, and as we
Yeah.
should be. If you're not doing your part. You're not
Yeah,
running hard
and
enough.
that's my fear. That's my fear, Tom, is I'm like, what if somebody's like just a little bit behind, and if I do a little extra work, like that person could be helped. But I gotta let go. It's God that makes everything happen.
Right.
And you know, it's not about me. It'll never be about me, you know. And but I want to have the answer when someone needs it. I want to have the right person on when they need to hear it from them instead of me, right? Or whatever, right? Or somebody, because the people I've been having on, they know far more than I do, you know? Like, I get humbled all the time with how much people know. And I'm like so grateful for these people coming into my life, right? I'm like, wow, like, this, everything has been a help, you know?
Right.
And everybody has added something, even people that need my time a lot, they add something to the group that no one else can do, you know?
Right. That's
And
because we're all
so
different members of one body. I
that's
mean, that's what
it.
that whole thing correlates to. Everybody has something to bring,
It
no matter
is.
how big or small. Each one is important.
Yeah. Everybody's important. Anybody got any
Absolutely.
questions? Anybody got any questions today about anything that's going on, or like things that things for like the next week that we could be doing a little bit better, or because I want to make things more fun. I mean, I would do more panel shows, but I know that there's a couple of people that want time on their own, but like I don't mind doing more panel shows too, but oh yeah, I got to get with Michael, man. Yesterday, Michael, I had time for you after lunch, but I didn't get with you. But yeah, if you need to call me after the show, I'm cool with that. And yeah, I definitely want to get with Michael. And I haven't seen, is Luke here? I haven't seen Luke in a little bit at the shows, but I talked to him offline. That's a
Luke
sharp dude,
Villanelli.
man. Yeah, he's a sharp dude, man. He's only 28, man.
Okay.
And he's in reality, but he doesn't like trip about it. You know what I mean? He doesn't go overboard with it.
I love his name, Luke
Yeah,
Villanelli. It's just something
right.
about it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, he used to have like a on his picture. He used to have like a Homer Simpson, like dope.
Okay.
Like a donut, eating a
Yeah,
donut.
yeah. I
Yeah,
get it.
I'm like, okay, all right, all right, I get that. And then Mark over here with Shaggy. Look at Shaggy.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool, man. But yeah, man, I still gotta get with talk to a couple people today, but so I don't have exactly a free day, but I need to get some sleep, man. Oh yeah, who was here? Oh yeah, Luke was here last night. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Cause like I don't mind when people pop, like even if people just pop in or whatever for a minute, like that's cool. I respect that a lot. Like even if like no one has time, if they pop like take the time to pop in for a minute, like to me that means a lot. You know.
Yeah, and a lot of times too, Steve, like on that evening show,
Mm-hmm.
I may go on and watch, but I'm on my TV, so there's no way of you knowing I'm in there
Oh yeah, yeah, that's cool, man.
because I don't always use my phone. Very rarely do I use my phone to go online. If I
Yeah,
have to, I do. But obviously with the TV, I can't get in chat or do not. I don't think I can even read chat on a TV.
I gotta learn how to do all that, man. I need to get new equipment, man. My like this new phone, the new phone I got last year, man, it's already got cracks in it, and I've already got problems, you know. So I don't know, man. I got to figure it out, but we're doing it, man. I'm hoping that the rapture will happen. Those of us who believe in a rapture or a non-rapture or whatever, I hope it happens soon.
It'll be around Nissan 10, according to Heather R.
Well, listen to this, right? Like,
You
like, like, what do you think about this, right? This is a radical view if you're already a rapture person, right? But instead of a rapture, think of it as a Passover, and the people that aren't going to be raptured get bundled up and burned like chaff, right?
that
And
doesn't happen
then
until
and
after
then
the
the
7 years.
right. That's I mean on the day of the Lord, right?
Yeah,
But people who don't believe in a rapture think that that is the day that Christ comes back. There is no
and
they
and they're
they,
and
they
they're and they're half right because that's when he actually comes to Earth.
hmm
When he
yeah.
actually because the rapture he doesn't come to Earth where 1 foot on the sea and 1 foot on the shore. When
Yeah,
that day comes, I mean that's the day you better hope you made it that first time and met
I
him
want
in
to
the
meet him in
air.
the
You know what I
air.
mean? Because that's going to be some wicked nasty stuff happening.
Well, yeah, and you know what? Like, okay, so here's one to say. Okay, so I'm ready either way. I think there's gonna be a rapture, but I'm ready either way.
Right.
But the one deception I don't want to fall for is these people that are saying that there's like a beast system and not a real man of sin, because then that's a deception you could really fall for. Because then if you don't think there's a man of sin and then a man of sin shows up, uh, trying to be Christ, right? You might fall for that, you
Well,
know?
and they're going to. I mean, and that's going to be a whole part of the delusion, the deception. I mean, people are going to get fooled in many, many different ways.
I'd rather be extra ready for that than not ready.
I mean, people still think the V is the mark, and it's not. And you got
It's
Christians
yeah,
that believe that.
it's close
Is it
though.
a prelude? Yes, but that doesn't make it it.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, sin
I
is a
think
prelude to the mark, right?
I
So,
well it said okay. Well, it says those who worship the beast will get a mark. So whoever you think the beast is, you have to worship the beast before you
and
get a mark.
you'll know
Yep.
who he
Of
is.
course, of
Yeah,
course,
there'll
because
be
you've made
no,
your
yeah,
choice.
you won't be guessing because you'll either
No
worship
way.
that or not, choose to worship that or not. So you'll
That's
know
right.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
And I know you know, Steve. Yeah.
yeah. Absolutely. You have to be. You'd have to worship the beast. All those who worship the beast will receive a mark, rich and poor, free and bond, worldwide, right? And
Yep.
like the thing with the V, right, is that that's the first time that anything's ever met that definition of in the skin worldwide, right? Now, and rich and poor, free and bond, right? But you're right. It's the next thing or the next couple of things ahead, right? And so we're close, man. I mean, I know I keep saying that, and whatever. I'm not saying give up on life. Live your life the best you can, but
No, keep fighting that good fight of faith. I mean, we have to.
right. But don't be delusional about it. Don't be delusional about it that we're gonna win this back somehow. That's
Right.
ridiculous, man. Like, we lost the world before we were born, man. You know what I
Right.
mean? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, shoot, like all the bars of gold and diamonds and all that, there's all locked up, man. We own little pieces of it. They have all the shiny stuff, man. They have everything, man. And they want the paper.
Yeah. Just wait till you see how sweet our new crib's gonna be.
Oh, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to meet God, man.
No, I know. It's gonna
I
be an
can't wait to
awesome,
meet.
spectacular life.
Yes. Just to not be in pain is like just that alone is I just can't believe that there's a space for me there,
Right.
And so I'm grateful for that. So, alrighty, guys. Well, it's time to hit the old dusty trail.
Well, good
So
show
thank
today.
you.
Good talk, bro.
You know what? And I think I needed to have something like that just to kind of get it out there, just to, I don't know, just sometimes it feels good to release, but it's all out of love, right?
Absolutely. And just stay
If I
strong.
didn't,
I'll be
if
praying
I,
for you.
Thanks a lot, Tom. I appreciate it. I'm grateful that you came on.
I'm glad I could make it. So,
Alrighty. Praise Jesus for his sacrifice and his grace. All glory to God because he deserves it. And pray for the children. Pray for anybody being victimized. Pray for each other. I mean, that's
absolutely.
that's it, right? And I will see you guys tonight at 4 p.m. Yeah.
Peace out.